Well, it's really good to be speaking to you at the 5th iRAP ASPAC conference. Those of you who have watched me over the last 5 years know that I like to give a roundup of what is happening around the world and then to celebrate some of the successes in your very vibrant and buoyant region. If I look at the performance in Latin America this last year, that has been really outstanding. For example, in Mexico, the government sponsored some 45,000 kilometers of road inspections. And it looks as though we may be doing tens of thousands more. In Colombia, there's a really large program, about 13,000 kilometers taking place, and developments all through that region. And the change there is that people are really now focusing on how to implement the recommendations. How can we upgrade the roads? What standards should we be looking to upgrade the roads to? If I look in the African continent, we see a further G20 country just beginning work, where the finance ministry are intimately involved in the costs and benefits of saving lives. In Europe, we're seeing some really rather startling developments. In Southeast Europe, the European Commission has decided to support us in a huge transnational cooperation. It's the world's largest transnational cooperation. Some 14 countries joining together to prepare bank-ready investment plans. And the European Commission this year also did something else important, that safety ranking was a requirement of a brand new European law, and iRAP in Europe was the recognized measure which the Commission has supported to help countries in undertaking safety ranking and prioritizing improvements. Of course, the biggest development worldwide is the support for minimum star ratings. The Dutch minister was the first minister worldwide to set a specific 3-star minimum safety rating for the national roads to be achieved by 2020. And governments and authorities across the world are looking at that lead and planning how they might follow it. In fact, one of the big initiatives that iRAP will have in the next 12 to 24 months is to ask countries to come forward formally and join a pathfinder group where their political leaders are willing to commit to working out what a minimum 3-star rating is, what the costs would be of achieving it, and what the benefits would be in saving lives. And the OECD, the World Economic Forum, effectively is urging countries to focus on the costs of road crashes and whether their institutions are capable of meeting modern needs. Well, 2 or 3 years ago, I could have simply have recalled all the work in the ASPAC region in a short introductory video, but that's no longer possible. You have done so much, so well. All I can do is just record the countries where the program is buoyant and operating. For example, in China and India, we have the work with the Global Road Safety Facility funded by the Bloomberg Foundation. The work in the 7 states in India has been really exciting, particularly the star rating for design. The work with RIOH in China has been really pathfinding and an important platform, I hope, for the future, when we really would love to see work rolling out on a large scale. Then there's the work in Bangladesh. Such challenging circumstances to undertake a RAP survey, but you've done it. We've come back with some really high quality work and recommendations. The Philippines program is going from strength to strength. We really hope that it will be implemented with vigour, and we hope to be able to support that over the years to come. Of course, in Australia and New Zealand there have been some really important heavyweight programs undertaken. In New Zealand we see a star rating of 4 stars for roads of national significance being taken forward, and in Australia, with a very large scale inspection and star rating program, we're seeing some of the most solid connections being made between road authorities and the RAP program of anywhere in the world. I congratulate both Australia and New Zealand on that. The work in Indonesia is moving forward, and I'm pleased to see that, and in Nepal and Bhutan as well. My thanks to the Centres of Excellence at ARRB and at MIROS. One of the things we're planning to do shortly, I hope, is sign an agreement with the Korean Institute of Transport, KOTI, ahead of the World PARC conference. Well, I know that about 50 of you, out of many more who wish to do this, are going to have a workshop and some training with the new RAP capacity tool with James Bradford, Luke Rogers, and of course Greg Smith. May I wish you all the very best on that workshop, and I do hope you will enjoy these brand new tools, VIDA and RAP capacity, and of course the new model, the version 3 of the model that underpins them. The theme of this conference is pedestrians. I've been talking about minimum 3-star standards. One of the most difficult 3-star standards to achieve is 3-star standard for pedestrians, and that is where conventionally we underperform in an engineering sense. So please enjoy the workshop, enjoy the wider GRSP conference, and be assured of the support of iRAP in the theme of making roads safer for pedestrians. And I leave you in the tender hands of the core team, Greg, Luke and James. I do hope you enjoy the 5th ASPAC iRAP conference. Thank you.